Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. This is weekend updates from my craft room. I tell you about things I'm working on, new things that came in, happy mail. Sometimes I tell you about things I wouldn't recommend. So thank you so much for joining me. This is not a tutorial at all. It's just a complete mix-up of things that I'm working on. I have a variety of interests, so you never know where it's going to go. This week we have happy mail from Heather, and I didn't peek at all. I waited for you. And Heather recently sent me a postcard too, so I wasn't expecting anything anytime from her. Let's see. It says, "Be free and just breathe." That is really cute washi. And I am working on some happy mail to go out also. And I'm trying something that I'll show you if it works. Look at this. So she's clipped things. Look at all this blue goodness. Oh my gosh. Happy spring. Oh, gorgeous papers. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the chipboard from that collection that looks very familiar. So Heather said she had this paper to send me, but since I already have it, she didn't send it. So this must be in the 4x6 pad that I have that I got from Crafty Reasons. I just love those papers. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then she wrote me a nice long note inside. Heather, I just appreciate you and I hope that you're doing well at work and that it goes okay. And I'll be here when you need me, when you need a little cheering. How about that? Oh, look, she's got all kinds of good stuff. This is really cute, Heather, and really interestingly timed because I just made something and I'm working on ideas to send people die cuts like this and keep them safe. Keep them safe, but also make it an easy way to send. Oh, look at these. Love. And I love that she cut them in like, all different kind of tealy blue papers for me. And then she's got a joy here. And I don't have this one, Heather. This is a different joy than I have. Very cute. Super, super cute. Oh, love these papers. Some stars. Oh, these are all just adorable. This is a really nice thank you. And she told me in her note, oh, it's a thankful, but it's a layer one. Oh, I love this one. She told me in her note who the dies are from so I could take a peek or get one if I wanted. Thankful is from Photo Play. I do not think I've seen that one. I like that. I think I have a die that says Thankful, or maybe Noni does, but we don't have a layering one like this. Very cute. And I love this little envelope that you folded all. Little trifold cutie. I just did something and I'm going to mail it to the person. If it turns out well on their end, then I'll show you guys what I did. But I have the same thing where I'm trying to figure out how to send sentiment die cuts really well. And honestly, I'm trying to do it without having to go to the post office because Heather, she had to go to the post office or find one of those machines that does it for you. And I don't have one of those real handy. So it would be nice if I could mail stuff on Saturday. We'll see how my idea goes and then I'll show you. Speaking of die cuts, and thank you so much, Heather. I love them all and I appreciate your note and your postcard. I just like that you keep me updated on what's going on. I was doing some die cutting today. I'm using book pages and vellum. One of you mentioned about using vellum and I was like, oh yeah, I have vellum. It's a really nice way to get your second layer but not have to worry about matching, especially if you're using, say, a 6x6 paper pad and you're low on paper or layers. Maybe you have a tough color to match, or maybe you don't have a really big collection of paper. Vellum or book pages, really neutral and would go with lots of stuff. The book pages might not work for everybody's style, but I like them. Noni, my friend and neighbor, made me some more coffee backgrounds, so I'm going to put those in our coffee stash and make cards with those at some point. Then while she went to Runaway Art Studio, she picked up this stamp set for me that I saw before and thought, oh, I don't need that. Well, sometimes you don't need it, but you just want it anyway. It has a mug, steam, coffee, friends, perfect blend, less is more unless it's coffee, you warm my heart, some bean stamps. This is what I really, really wanted. May your coffee be strong and your Mondays be short. And this is Dare to be Artsy, and it's made in the US. So I mean, we have to support, right? Other things, I stamped a bunch of these out, and you may have seen those in a video, but I trimmed them up, and now I'm going to set them aside. And I couldn't remember if I showed you these. It's a coffee mug stamp, and I took little stamps from my collection to decorate the mug. So I can make mugs that say life is sweet. I can have one with Pooh and Piglet. I could put stars. I could put a little flower. I could put this little heart. So if you have, this would work too. You'd have to put it on the, what do we call those? The like insulator warmer thing. But if you have a plain cup, you could put it on there. Decorate your cups any way you want. I love the Pooh and Piglet one. I think that one is just precious. But Life is Sweet is pretty good too. So I had those sitting around. Then I have this jar that I put a little bit of blue ink in, and it dries up, and I add some water, and that's fine. And there was tissue sitting out, and well, you can see how that went. I kind of love it. So what I did was I watered it up, and I dipped it in, and then I just took it out like that, big soppy mess, and let it dry on the cookie sheet. And that's how I got such an uneven, fun combination. Now, if I use this on an art journal page, some kind of mixed media project, and I get it wet, that ink's gonna move, but I'm okay with that. If I just take it and glue it down pretty quick, it probably won't move too much. This one, so every one of them would turn out different. This one, I used a bit of the teal. I can't remember what these are from. You might have seen them in a video. I had some scraps of book pages from a project that I was making, and I dumped those. Oh my gosh. These paper clips, Heather, are precious. Okay, I'm gonna put these in one of my journals for sure. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm gonna clip them right here for now. Then I can put ribbons or something on them later. Those are adorable. I do not know where you got those. One is polka dots and one is striped. Precious. Tuesday morning. I haven't been lately, but when Noni went to run away, she hit Tuesday morning, and this paper was $4.99 for 40 sheets. It's 180 GSM. I haven't Googled that, so I don't know what it is, but it's probably like 65 pound. But look, it's much, much lighter than Night of Navy from Stampin' Up. And this is the Michaels brand navy, and it's much lighter than that too. It doesn't really show that well here. Let's see. So I'm excited to have another color of blue. You know me, I can't have too many blues. At first I said, we don't really need that, but she said, it's a good blue. I'm glad she brought it home. It's more towards the lighter spectrum. It's not so navy. If you like blue, or you just need some solid color cardstock, you could keep an eye out. Sometimes you can beat this price at Michael's with the right sale and the right coupon, but still, that's a pretty good price. This is my bin of things I was going to show you for update. One of the things I wanted to tell you while I'm sorting this out is my friend Katie watches YouTube. I think it's a YouTube channel. Anyway, it's all about Missouri Star Quilt Company, and it's in Hamilton, Missouri. So we are talking about, once we're all vaccinated and ready to travel, going there. If you've been to Hamilton, Missouri, or you have any family members that have, find out about it. Tell us, how long do you think you need to shop there? Is it like a 1 day, a 2 day, a 3 day? Where should we fly into? We're having a little trouble figuring out flights and stuff. She's thinking we're going to fly into Dallas and drive. I'm thinking we are not doing that. I'm thinking we're going to Kansas City, but Kansas City isn't really easy for us to get to. I was looking online and I found a creative reuse store in Kansas City. I can't remember what it's called, but it seems like Scrap PDX. Maybe it's called KC Scraps or something. If anybody's ever been there, I would love to hear about it. Those are things we have cooking up. I am looking at travel again and trying to go to states that I haven't been to. These were some, when I made them, I told you what channel I got them from. They're like a pocket tuck spot thing that you can put on a journal. And I decorated the flaps. Life is Sweet, and I have some little critters on there. Shine Brightly, and this is a bit of a sewing pattern. And this is from the Tim Holtz set, and I inked the edges. And then I just put a bit of stars, but I left it so that you can write on it. It's not all covered in stars. So I did get those done, and I'm going to put them in my ephemera, what are we calling it? CD holder, I guess. We can call it a notebook. I finished up these cards. These were the UFOs that Noni had made me, unfinished objects, and I turned them into cards. I love this dye background that she has. It's really fun. And of course she used blue for me. This happy birthday is a set of stamps that's been wandering around my craft room forever. So I was proud that I used an orange happy birthday because that's not something you would use every day. I had this tissue box and I was getting ready to throw it out, and then I thought of Cheryl because it's blue and yellow. Then look at the ends. So these were the ends on the box. Anything that you're about to throw out, ask yourself about it. These are precious, cute little tags. They're plenty thick because they're a tissue box, and they didn't end up in the trash, and I didn't spend any extra money on them. I have more parts to die cut still, and then I thought maybe I would die cut some of this. And Cheryl, I don't know, like, you know, I don't know what your style is exactly. Maybe you have your own Kleenex boxes, but I'm going to go through this and die cut it. And if you look at this, Cheryl, and think, oh my gosh, I absolutely have to have some, I'll send you some. Look around. You probably buy Kleenex boxes in colors you like, so they would work. I had that video from the comedian down below, one of my videos, maybe last week or the week before. If you haven't seen that comedian about having a crafty significant other, you got to check it out. I had wet, soggy coffee filters laying on our stove. We have the glass top stove and it's black. So I figured, yeah, it's fine, right? And so it was a disgusting mess. And Mr. Crafting and Relaxing walked by and said, I'm not allowed to throw those away, am I? And I said, oh no. And we both laughed because we had watched that video. These are just coffee filters from my coffee pot, and I've been dumping the grounds in the azaleas because they love it. Then I saved some of the filters. These would be great for projects I could die cut them. If you don't have vellum, you could use something like this for your back layer. Just real neutral, a little bit grungy. If you wanted a cleaner one, then don't let it sit so long, or maybe just use the white coffee filter if you want that too. You can also, if you want more texture, you could wad these up. You could dye them just like I did. If you don't have any tissue in your house, you could use one of these. I'm sure you do. That's crazy talk. These are tea bags and coffee filters, and I'm going to put these in my junk journaling stuff, and they will go really well with vintage projects or like natural looking things, plants, flowers, butterflies. You know that collection from Simple Stories that I'm kind of hooked on. What's it called? Vintage Garden or Vintage, I don't know, but it would go great with that. So just look around. You probably have stuff that you shouldn't be throwing away, but might be. What else? I am super congested. I think it's just allergies, so my apologies if my voice is weird. So I've been kind of resting, taking it easy, and hoping that my Allegra saves the day. Oh, I have my sweatshirt on, and I keep forgetting to tell you, if you want a Crafting and Relaxing sweatshirt or t-shirt, the links are in my description below my video, because I know some of you have commented about my sweatshirt, and this is my new one. It's like the perfect blue, and it's long. I'm taller, like over 5'7", I think, so I really like it. Super soft, great for those days when you're kind of congested and it's pouring rain. I pulled these out. Kathy sent these to me a while ago, and I was thinking I'd do a little bit of stitching on them and then build ephemera clusters or some kind of decoration, or maybe I'll stamp on them and then decorate around the side. Just really cute, and I don't have a shape like this, like a nice big thing like that. So I thought those were fun. My craft room is, well, let's just say it would scare some of you, okay? Videos in the pipeline for you include a coffee card that I made and an art journal page. I did pretty well from the crazy list of stuff that I told you about last weekend that I wanted to work on. I did a bunch of stuff. I worked on my Southern Gals Designs class. I'm still not done with it. I missed the coupon, so I didn't buy the next one, which is probably good because I'm slow. I worked on that class. I did a 6x6 art journal page, and that video will be coming. I had fun with the coffee stuff because I had set that goal, wanted to do that. I think I did pretty well, and I'm starting to think about May and all of the collaborations and stuff, which is good because we're there, right? I haven't started Smash Our Stash, but it's ribbons this month. I think that's going to be pretty fun. I don't have a ton of ribbon, but I'm going to dig around my house and see what else I can come up with before I start. And then I do it just like everything else. I put it in an iris case, make a big pile, and see where the day takes me. I hope that you do the same on something today and have fun and take time for crafting and relaxing. I'm still totally hooked on NCIS and watching that. I'm not done yet. Okay, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.